What is your name and where are you from?
First,
Yeah, ladies first, right?
my name is Masha Norman, and I'm from New York City. I'm from the Upper East Side.
My name is Sam. I'm also from New York City, but I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, you're from Brooklyn? Okay, now this is a question I like to ask a lot of New Yorkers. What is the difference between Manhattan and the outer boroughs?
Manhattan is the best borough, and no other boroughs can even say anything.
Manhattan's way more lively than any other borough. It's better.
You didn't ask his name.
Alright, then.
He already did a 40-minute interview.
Oh,
just now.
damn.
I did 40 minutes, bro.
I think so. It had to have been that. He talked about his whole life story. All right. Now, what are some common misconceptions about New Yorkers, and what is the reality?
Oh, New Yorkers, like, we're cruel and mean. It's true, but we're creatives, and we like to get shit done, and we like to hustle, and that's why people get this misconception that we're always rude, but it's not true.
All right, next question. A lot of New Yorkers are leaving New York. Do you know people who have left, and where are they going?
I left personally to Arizona. It's warm there, it's cheap way of living. I would say it's like a good lifestyle there. Yeah.
I also went to Arizona, and I thought it would be nice there, but New York is way more superior.
You got homesick?
So, I got homesick. real
Hell
quick.
yeah.
I thought I was like getting out because I would like it there, but New York is just the place to be.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite things about New York? Is it the food? Is it the people? Is it the entertainment? What is it?
I love the people.
I love everything that you just said: entertainment, food, people, yeah, the shopping.
All right, now, if you want to skip any questions, just say skip. What are you doing for New Year's Eve?
Hopefully I'm getting lit somewhere.
Outdoors, indoors, with people?
Everything, outdoors, indoors, people, like I want the whole shebang.
What have you done in the past for New Year's Eve?
Sat at home and watched the ball drop.
Yeah, same.
So you got to get out there this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I only went to Times Square once, and they give you a nice cup. So it's like, because you have to, because
Use the bathroom in the
yeah.
car.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because you can't leave the line or else you're done.
It's too crowded.
I know it's too
Yeah.
crowded.
Okay.
Man,
All right,
welcome to the
man.
studio.
Yep.
Nice meeting you.
Good luck, dude.
Nice meeting you guys.
Bye, man. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, yeah. See ya. Okay. Now, peer pressure. How has that affected you growing up, if at all?
I was not affected by peer pressure at all. I feel like I always did my own thing, and if I didn't like what people were doing, I always steered clear from it.
So nobody tried to pressure you into doing drugs or drinking any
People
of that?
did, but we're strong, so we don't.
They've done it, but
yeah.
not really heavily, because
Yeah.
I never really hung out with those people.
Great. Okay, next question. Game changers. What have been some game changers for you in your life?
Game changer.
Like something that happened to you that changed the way you live your life. Like some people, you know, they get like an illness and then they become a vegetarian or something like that. Or some people, you know, they get. I've heard of people getting into car accidents, and then they go crazy working out, you know, because they want to be strong. Because you know they do the physical therapy and they're like, yeah, I want to be strong.
Yeah, I would say having my dad as an influence in my life. I grew up to be strong and to always work out, and he always, you know, told me working out every day is really good. So that really made me have a strong, you know, physical appearance, and I would say also it strengthens your mind as well.
Yeah, it's all connected. How important is marriage to you? I hope I'm not embarrassing
Marriage?
anyone. Yes.
It's not important to me.
It's not important.
No.
Okay.
It's not that important to me.
Ancestry, how important is that to you?
I would say ancestry is very important to me. I love finding out, you know, who I'm related to, what I am. I love culture. I love connecting myself to different parts of the world, and I love learning more about different people.
So you would actually do that DNA test? Would you do the DNA
I
test?
did the DNA test.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I loved it. It was
Do you
amazing.
recommend it?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Great. Because it's getting very popular these days. Now, do you come to this park often?
I do. I love this park. There's like a great piano player, and I love coming here. I always see like break dancers and piano players, so I love how lively it is. And I meet so many cool people here, so it's awesome. I love it.
Can you give me some examples of the cool people you've met?
We actually met some guys that
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was like I love astrology.
Yeah.
So there was
So-
a guy just sitting, like things that you do, like sitting out with signs, offering things for people. There's like, I'll tell you what your future is based on your zodiac, and it was really interesting. I love that kind of stuff. I even brought him to do it. He's a non-believer of basically everything, so it was good to see his opinion.
Of anything that's not backed up by scientific evidence. No, but you can meet people from like different countries. Like I met 2 guys from Germany here, and it's so nice to talk to people here.
Yeah, that is definitely good. All right. What is the weirdest thing someone has said or done to you here in this park? Because there's a lot of questionable characters in this park. If not, then skip.
Yeah, nothing weird has ever happened.
So you all have been very sheltered, fortunately enough. Nobody's tried to run up on you.
No, here no.
Okay, good. All right.
Harlem is a different story.
Do you speak any foreign languages?
We both speak Russian.
You both speak, can you say something cool in Russian for us?
Я тебя люблю.
Я тебя люблю. That means I love you in Russian.
All right. I had another Russian guy on here before. He was like 15 years old. He said he brought his nanny here with him. And then I asked him what he did during the lockdown. He's like, yeah, I went to Miami. I brought my friends with me. Put him in the guest house. But yeah, his video is actually up, so you can actually watch him.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll watch you too, and he'll see some of the differences. Next question here. What places have you been to? What countries, what states have you been to?
I've traveled basically all over the U.S. I've been to Finland. I've been to Russia. I would love to travel more of the world. I guess you could say I've been in Amsterdam. I was in the airport, but like, I still count it because I was there. Yeah, I definitely want to see more of the world though.
You've been to Russia?
Been to Russia, yeah. What about you? What country?
Well, I've been to many states in the U.S. The only place I've been to outside of the country was Italy. Very nice there. But mostly I've stayed in the U.S., like California, Arizona, Oregon. So, yeah, mostly stay here.
Next question. Where would you like to go?
Bora Bora.
I would say Fiji or Sweden or Iceland, Greenland, someplace like that. I've always wanted to go to South Africa too.
Yeah.
You? Same places?
I've always wanted to go to Bora Bora.
Oh yeah, you said that already.
Yeah.
Just that one place? That's it?
Australia, Africa, so a lot of cool places.
Why those places? Any particular reasons? You seen a cool video about it? Did you read something about it?
I see many YouTubers going to Bora Bora, and it looks awesome. Maybe because they have millions of dollars, but I would love to go there.
It sounds like a cool place to
Sounds
go.
like a,
Yeah. What is the nicest thing someone has ever done for you? This is a question that I ask some people. I'll ask them like, what questions would you ask? And then one of my previous guests used this one.
The nicest thing someone has ever done for me.
Yeah. If not, then any nice thing anyone's ever done for you. Someone find your wallet. Someone give you a ride when you were hitchhiking. Anything.
you've had some of those experiences.
Okay.
Someone pushed your car when it
Okay,
broke down.
Okay, yeah. So I had horrible roommates in Arizona, and thankfully one of my friends let me sleep at her place for a little bit until I got the situation under control.
That's very nice. That happened
nice,
to me
very
as well.
grateful for her.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Nobody's ever done any. People have been cruel and harsh
I
towards
do
you.
most of the things myself.
So you're an independent guy. You don't need no help.
Mostly, yes.
That's good.
Mostly.
All right. What is the dating situation looking like here in New York right now?
Shit.
Not good?
People are, I would say people are horrible everywhere, honestly, but New York is something special, and you gotta be in the right place in the right time to find somebody. And I don't believe in dating apps.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I say it's like, I don't know. I think it's nice here because everyone here is different. So it's very nice here.
What has worked for you and what has not worked for you when it comes to dating? What is the right approach? What is the wrong approach? What are some stupid things that people run up on you and say? And what are some things that impress you when they come up to you?
You have more dating experience than me, so you
That's is false. I would just say do your own thing. Like, don't even think about it. You know, you just gotta focus on yourself and love yourself, do your own thing, and that will all come naturally. If you're constantly thinking about that stuff, it will never happen, or it'll happen and it'll be so below your expectation. You just, things fall into place naturally, and I think the universe has like a order for everybody.
That's very true. So you gotta like, you can't be overwhelmed with like finding the right partner. You do your life, you go upon your path, and you'll find someone along that path.
People will go and people will leave, but I feel everyone has a purpose in your life, even if they, you know, they leave with doing you wrong. It's all meant for a greater picture.
So you believe in fate and destiny?
I think so.
Yeah.
Great. Do you do any impressions at all of anyone?
I do impressions of her.
Okay,
All
do it,
the-
do it.
Okay. So she would FaceTime me,
Uh-huh.
and I would be doing something, and she would be like, "Why'd you take 5 seconds to answer, huh?"
Yeah.
No, I hang up first. So like that. So little things like that where I can just mimic her.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I like
Here's the
that.
vacuum cleaner gig.
Okay, so when we get into a small fight and she knows that I'm right, she doesn't say anything. She leaves the room and starts cleaning. Just cleaning. She doesn't want to talk to me. She starts cleaning and vacuuming.
So that's how you know she's upset.
Yeah.
I just don't want to listen to this bullshit anymore, so I do my own thing.
Only when she knows I'm right, that she starts cleaning and vacuuming and starting putting the blender. Even if there's nothing in the blender, she'll start it up, you know?
I think I could see myself doing that sometimes too. Now, we live in a consumerist society right now, and it's very hard to find a business you can trust.
Yeah.
How do you find, or what kind of things are you looking for when you want to find like a business you can trust? Let's say you want to buy a phone. How do you know who you can trust? Let's say you're buying these things. How do you know who you can trust?
You don't trust anyone, you do your own shit. If you want to create something, you create it. If you think Apple, Samsung, Google, Android is all shit, you gotta be the next phone company. You gotta look that stuff up yourself. If I agree, trusting someone with these products, especially Apple, is so expensive. But if you're, years into trying these products and you don't like it, you gotta make your own phone. I am such a entrepreneur. I have such an entrepreneurial mindset. If you don't like something, you just gotta do it yourself.
Just collect some sticks and make some
You got an entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
What kind of, are you in business? What are you doing right now?
I'm a director. I
Oh.
like making movies. I like, I love being a creative.
That's a fence. Okay, yeah, this is good. You want to go up against this fence? Okay. Now, where were we? Oh, special talents. Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay, so you.
Yeah, I think we both went. Oh yeah,
So,
should we go?
yeah, what is the secret to being, like you said he was a piano player. What else is he?
Piano, tennis, swimming, violin, trumpet, everything. Everything basically you
Snowboarding.
want to say, everything basically in the world he's done.
He's a
it.
Renaissance man.
Not okay.
He is.
I like that idea. I just like trying new things. And,
What-
and if I like them, I'm good at picking up new talents.
Yeah.
So
What is the secret to becoming a good swimmer? Because I'm a terrible swimmer. I always try to learn, but I always fail. And there's a lot of people out there who just cannot get it.
wow.
I think a lot of people struggle with like coming up for air.
Okay, so you're asking the right person because I was a beach lifeguard.
Yeah.
And I would say take at least 2 lessons, or just go on YouTube and figure out the right form, because you need first the right form, and then you can do everything by yourself. Just get the form down,
Yeah.
and then just practice. That's it, really. Just get the form, and then you're all good. You don't need anyone after that. Just get the form, and then you're all set.
What's the most important muscle group to strengthen to be a good swimmer? Is it the
Your
midsection? The arms?
I mean, it depends what stroke you're doing. Butterfly, you need big shoulders. I feel
Okay.
like.
Yeah.
You need strong arms,
Yeah.
but you'll
Okay.
get that as you swim.
Alright. Now, where am I here with this? What do you want to do when the pandemic ends?
Go to Hawaii with her,
But you know, Hawaii has a really low COVID count, actually.
I know.
I want to travel. I want to go everywhere and experience everything and grow my mind.
Yeah, same.
Same?
Basically. Yeah,
So y'all sound like you have some very similar
we have
values.
similar.
We do have to.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
In a mansion in Beverly Hills,
That's right,
directed
that's right.
with a bunch of rescue animals and
Well, adopting a lot of rescue.
well, yeah.
Adopting. I thought you meant like filming.
No. A
No,
bunch of
adopting.
rescue animals. I'm gonna clear the shelters of
Well,
all the animals.
well, like we'll have a house right next to it for the rescue.
There you go. We'll have a
Yeah.
house just for the rescue.
Yeah. So we both kind of want to make it in California. She wants to do directing. She wants to have her own studio production. I want to kind of have my own technology company. So she's gonna be in filming. I'm gonna be in tech. So that's the duo.
So that's coming up soon. So
Yeah,
y'all have
5
to
years.
make your preparations. You know, I ask a lot of people this question, and a lot of them are like, New York is the best. There's nothing else out there. So y'all are trying to get out of New York.
Yeah.
Well, we'll always come back here because she has family here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what kind of videos do you watch?
Oh my god. I like everything. I think my taste is so broad. I love thriller. I love experimental. Are you talking about like movies or YouTube or
YouTube or anything like that? Yeah.
I
Like
love
some people watch
everything.
DIY. Some people watch like you know
Yeah.
self-help. What kind of stuff do you
Yeah.
watch?
We watch. Well, I watch like a little bit whatever.
He
like,
likes Hell's Kitchen,
Okay,
Gordon Ramsay.
No,
Uh-huh.
we love BuzzFeed Worth It. When,
Oh my God.
When we're eating, it's
Oh,
like
really?
you know,
Oh
it's-
my god, so good. I love
Yeah.
BuzzFeed.
I love watching. Well, I love sports, so I always watch like boxing or tennis.
Yeah.
She loves Jeffree Star.
I do not like Jeffree Star.
Okay, James Charles.
Not James Charles either.
Masha
How?
Gordon, follow.
Okay. Next question. How did the two of you meet?
Oh.
We met in 2016 at a Jewish summer camp. We were both counselors,
Uh
and I just started talking to her at the playground.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah.
huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So summer camp is definitely a good
Summer
place to
camp,
meet
summer
people.
We dated for a very long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on summer camp? Because I asked somebody this the other time as well. Is summer camp good, bad? What are the advantages, disadvantages?
I didn't grow up going to summer camp. Like we just worked on one and I went to a summer camp once in my life. It was a film camp. It was incredible, but I never had that experience of summer camp. Like it was always something I was envious of what my friends were doing, but I'm fine.
I always went to summer camp before I was a counselor. It was all sports, so I loved that because all I wanted to do was play dodgeball, basketball, everything.
Yeah. Would you send your kids there if you had kids?
If they were interested in a certain activity, then yes, why not pursue it?
Yeah.
Why not? I don't want them sitting on the couch over the summer. Yeah, they're not gonna be couch potatoes.
What were you doing during the lockdown?
So
We went biking.
we
We
were
ran all the time. We actually had COVID and we were running 7 miles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
we had COVID in March, right?
Uh-huh.
Right now we're negative, but we had antibodies.
Uh huh.
But I'd say exercising helped us.
Yeah, we were
clear out.
exercise all the
Yeah.
time. We went biking. We made sure we were, staying active.
We were still active. We went on picnics, we went biking, so we were very well active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for people who have COVID? Somebody might be watching this video, but I have COVID. I'm sitting here watching YouTube. What should they do with
If you
themselves?
don't have severe symptoms, you have to like get out of bed and do something, like take your mind off of it. do some form of exercise.
Sorry.
Yeah, go.
I am a firm believer that exercise is a big cure for everything, for depression, for whatever. If I didn't run and work out, I feel like my symptoms would have been much worse. And I think it's a great way to get things out of your body. Even if it's like doing yoga for 20 minutes, it's still moving. I think you should always be moving or, try to distract yourselves with something else. Don't just sit in bed and pity yourself.
Yeah.
So it's not like having the cold or the flu.
It's,
I mean, you shouldn't deal with it the same way.
you should. but
Because when you have
also,
the cold or flu, like a lot of people do, they would just sit at home.
you should take care of yourself, yes, but I also feel like being active is a great way to get things out
Take
of
care
your
of yourself,
body.
but if you have like
Yeah.
mild symptoms, definitely go outside.
Yeah.
and
Not
exercise.
definitely go outside, but I would say like
Yeah.
work out. You shouldn't go outside if you have COVID. Go outside if you have
Outside.
COVID.
Or in an isolated place.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, the two of you sound very motivated.
Yes.
What motivates you in life? Because a lot of people, they're not motivated. They're sitting around. You hear this all the time. Oh, you've got so much potential, but they're not doing anything with themselves because they don't feel motivated. What do you think motivates the two of you?
Sam motivates me, and I would say also my dad motivates me a lot. He has always been so supportive of everything I've done my entire life, and he's always encouraging me to do my best. And
He's 63 and he works out at 4 a.m.
every single day for his whole life, he's been doing that. He's a big, I feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today without
I might
him.
be working out at 63, but definitely not working out at 4 a.m. So I respect him for that. That's crazy.
That's great.
No, but she inspires me a lot because she always is focused. She doesn't care what anyone else thinks. She is pursuing directing, and that's that.
Yeah.
So she is one of my biggest inspirations. My dad too, but also, kind of when I see homeless people in New York, I don't know. I see motivation just to like work hard so that I just become someone.
Right. Yeah, one of the questions I ask people is it better to be single or involved with someone? And I think the two of you are a good example of that motivation. You see what I'm saying? Some people will be like, yeah, I'm just independent. I just want to do my own thing.
That's very important too. But if you have two people that motivate each other, then it's like a plus and a plus.
Right.
So,
I could see that with the two of you.
So it's great because we have our own interests. So in a way, we are both independent because we are in different fields. But she inspires me, and I hopefully inspire her. So,
you can complement each other.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
She's very independent.
Yeah. So all y'all single people watching this right now, just see that it does actually work. Some people, they're involved in a bad relationship.
Just find the right person.
Yeah. Some people, they're involved in a bad relationship and they say, oh, I've given up on men or something. But definitely there is hope out there. Next question. Is Facebook still relevant?
Okay,
I don't know.
Facebook is. I had a Facebook since I was 9.
Right.
Facebook is great for selling things.
Like the older demographic, like my grandma loves it.
For older demographic, for us young poppin' people, Facebook is not it anymore.
What's the biggest social media?
Snapchat.
Snapchat?
But it's great for selling things. I sold my MacBook on Facebook. Nobody wanted it. I put it on Facebook and I'm like,
I honestly like Snapchat too because I feel like on Instagram everyone competes for likes and for followers. Snapchat is not about like how many likes or followers you have. It's just about sharing content.
What are some of the things that Facebook's doing wrong, if anything? Or you just don't care?
Facebook is boring, and they gotta realize that they're not popping anymore. And I think they should just get rid of themselves, like Vine and MySpace, and know that there are better things out there. And I don't really feel like they're trying to really elevate themselves. Yeah.
I see them like they're buying many companies, but why not focus on their own company? Because they're buying Instagram, they're buying VR world. Like maybe focus more on the product you have at hand. Because they're buying a lot.
Yeah. What apps do you use?
Wow.
I use Snapchat, Instagram. That's it, really. I used to use TikTok, but I deleted it because it's so annoying, and it's the same thing.
Big TikToker.
It's the same thing all the time. Like, I don't really.
They couldn't keep your interest.
It didn't keep my interest. No. It did not.
Apps?
I'm not like I only use Snapchat.
He doesn't
really.
use social media at all.
I only.
He doesn't.
You know,
have any
you're
posts on
not the
Instagram.
only one. I've had so many people come on here saying the same thing. Social media is so big, but there's so many people who hate it.
Social media is absolutely stupid, and I hate it. But for someone who is low-key and inspiring influencer, I'm like still dabbling in that. But I would so live off the grid and not have any internet or not have my phone or anything.
Okay,
Like
so
honestly, I would like that life.
See,
But I'm here right now, so
that's-
I'm rocking with what I got.
That's amazing because many girls, honestly, right now, they want someone that has 10 million followers. I'm so glad that she doesn't care about followers.
Yeah, just do what interests you.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself. What questions would you ask if you were out here interviewing people? What do you want to know about these folks out here? All these New York strangers.
I would say your questions are really good. Like, what inspires people, what motivates them, like where they get their style from. Like, these are all good questions.
I
That's
would
a good
say,
one.
what are you doing to contribute to the world?
I like that.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
What's
we're
your
in a crisis right now, not with, obviously with COVID, but with a lot of things, with pollution, I would say. And what are you doing to kind of combat that and limit your carbon footprint and kind of be as green as you can possibly be, especially with overpopulation? I think we really need to be cautious of what we're doing, what we're spending our money on, you know, where we're going, and live as green as we can be. Live as green as we can.
Do you make videos or any social content?
Hell yeah.
What do you make? Tell us about it.
Look, I don't know. I love taking pictures of my lifestyle. I'm always traveling. I love taking pictures of where I'm going. I love Instagram stories. I love Snapchat stories. I just love recording my life.
She hates and loves it.
I hate social media, but I love
love it.
seeing, you know, what other people are doing. I think I love my life, you know. I love recording it and always looking back on it. And people seem to like what I post too, so it's kind of like encouragement.
Tell me about your most successful content. What's getting those views? What's getting like the attention?
Oh, wait, tell them about. You told me you were popping when you were like 10.
No.
Okay.
Come on, skip that one.
What's getting views?
Yeah.
Tell them about.
I've never really been famous.
No, but you did. No, but you told me you had several videos.
Yeah, something that has gotten
I
some
don't know.
feedback.
Timothy Chalamet
I'm
video?
obsessed with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, look, he's right
I
there.
met him last year, and I posted a TikTok of me meeting him, but
Really?
I wouldn't say like he was huge.
Wow. That's cool.
Nothing really that I have done blew up, but I definitely wanted to. I want something from him.
Tell me about some of the positive feedback or positive responses you've gotten from your social media. Do people say, "Wow, you inspired me. I like your work. Let me hire you for a job," anything like that?
So I'm always posting, I think, motivational things. You know, when things go wrong in my life and I overcome it, I want to help people that kind of go through the same problem. So I'm always telling people to push through and be strong. And people kind of like when I show that motivational aspect on my social media, because everyone's always posting about their problems. But I think, you know, when I shed light, people really appreciate that.
Cool. Who do you follow on the internet?
I don't follow him anymore. I like to follow people who I look up to, a lot of film accounts, independent filmmakers. I follow a lot of my friends. I follow people who I've met when I've traveled. And yeah.
Have I asked you this question yet? What sites do you use?
What sites?
Yeah. Any particular websites that interest you or that you have? Okay, let's go through this. What are your bookmarks and favorites?
Bookmark.
I don't go on any websites, honestly.
No, like, do you bookmark anything?
No, I don't bookmark anything except my own website.
Not like what is that one website called? TripAdvisor, nothing like that.
Nothing.
So how do you find information like if you want to go somewhere?
Instagram, honestly.
Instagram?
I think social media holds
Okay.
a lot of information. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say go to it for political advice, but I would say like if you want to look up trips or things like that, I think it's a great tool.
I find a lot of things online. Like BuzzFeed has a lot of cool information about New York. Like, I find a lot of cool places to eat on BuzzFeed, so that's a great place to start. And there's like some other cool websites like The Thrillist. So I take her on a lot of cool dates that I see online.
Where should people take their significant other for dates here in New York?
Well, it depends.
I'm moving
what-
it closer
what-
because of the sound.
Yeah, it depends what they like.
New York is such a beautiful place, and anything you want, any interest, you will find it here. If you're a foodie, there are millions of places here. I would say for artistic, creative people, I love being down here. There are a lot of independent artists.
And there's a really nice art museum called the Whitney Museum of Art, and it's great. Like, it's a great piece of architecture too, because there are like 5 rooftops. So there's just everything you need here. There's here museums.
Any restaurants you recommend to take their dates on?
You're good at that.
We just went to one, but I don't know the name.
Ruby Rosa.
Yeah, Ruby Rosa. It's like an Italian restaurant. A great bakery that everyone should try, Magnolia Bakery, for their banana pudding. Levent Bakery, and Joe's Pizza, which is actually right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, have I asked you this? What is your biggest accomplishment in life? If not, we'll come back to it.
I have two accomplishments.
Okay, let's hear it.
One of the accomplishments was I was very happy when I made the college tennis team
Really?
because it gave me some kind of like even more confidence and motivation that like wow, I got to this level, like I should keep going. Second accomplishment was meeting her in 2016. So that's a big accomplishment for me, I thought.
Very good,
'Cause
very
I'm
good.
Very happy about that.
I would say I did a competition with Disney when I was in high school because I majored in film. And I didn't win first, but I still won a place in the competition and $6,000. So
Wow.
I was very proud of that because it was a very hard project to complete, especially with people who were not motivated. I kind of had to carry the weight for the entire team, and I was proud of what we've done.
I like that. I like that one. Now, tattoos. Do you have any?
I don't want any tattoos.
No tattoos.
I don't want any, but I have had a lot of influences in my life that have tattoos, and I think they are super cool, but I am scared of commitment, and I think that...
Yeah, we don't know what we want, but if we find like a meaningful tattoo, then we'd be open to get it. Only if it means something to us.
Yeah.
If it's on your body forever, and getting it off will hurt like a...
So give it a few years and we'll see.
You should never rush with a tattoo. Always take your
I
time.
think so.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Black Friday. Did y'all go out and buy anything?
Yeah, I got these shoes.
She got
Nice.
I didn't
They
get
look
anything.
they look so clean and new.
I
Nice.
didn't get anything because
Okay.
it's Cyber Monday too. Which
Really?
Same
So
deal
is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What are you gonna get for Cyber Monday?
I might get some new jeans because I might be staying in New York maybe
Yeah.
next semester, or maybe coming to LA with you. So
Well, so your move
maybe
is
some
coming
jeans.
soon.
Maybe jeans.
Okay.
At Uniqlo, great store.
Now, name your video. What are we gonna title this video right here? That always throws people
You're
off.
the content creator.
I know, but like, how do you want people to search you?
So it's just of us, right? Or is it of other
Just of you, because every video needs a title. How do you see yourselves? How do you want people to see you? What do you want people to type in and then find the two of you?
A diary of Sam and Masha. A diary of Masha and
No,
Sam.
no, wait. Do something that everyone could like just type, like a typical thing that people would type in.
That is
How are they
typical.
No, don't type diary.
A diary because we're explaining our lives.
This.
I had just a little more time.
I think these videos are more like a time capsule.
Yeah.
So like you throw this in underground and then somebody finds it like 100 years later and be like, oh yeah, that's what people were like back then.
So you can like, if this is a time capsule, then you could basically say life during the pandemic or COVID.
That's boring.
Okay, I guess, yeah. But people do type COVID a lot, so
Really?
if someone types COVID, they'll see our picture. That's more views, right? I don't know.
Okay.
But this could be cool, like to look back, like
Yeah.
if someone, because we like to look at videos from the 1950s, So you like to search on YouTube, how was life in New York in the 1950s? So people 100 years later will type life during COVID and see this.
Right.
So I think that'd be cool.
Okay,
I don't know.
that'll
We
work.
like watching those type of old videos.
Now, do you want to plug any websites, social media, anything like that to let the people out there know about you? Where can people find you if they want something directed? If they want, go ahead.
mashanorman.com. No space.
Okay.
And you'll find all her great work,
Film work.
great pictures, all models basically on that website.
Fabulous.
I post a lot of my stuff on my Instagram, which is just Masha Norman. You can see what I'm doing all the time. I'm always up to some shenanigans.
Great.
You might see me on her story. Maybe.
Okay, now let me ask you one final. This is the last question. Nature versus nurture. Do you think you would be where you're at today if you were raised by a different family in a different location?
Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're the average of everyone that's raised you, basically.
Yeah,
So it's just like that.
I agree with
You're
that.
not the same as everyone, but you're always like average. of
Yeah.
Everyone that's raised you. So
That's true. Okay, now, do I have your permission to put this on the internet?
Definitely.
of course.
Thank you.